Nobody buys a Ferrari expecting advanced driver assistance, massaging seats, and ambient light that dances to the music on the radio, and the SF90 is no exception. Today, we are discussing the new Ferrari Sf90 Stradale. Kindly stay tuned until the end of this video in order to know things about this new amazing car. Ferrari has unveiled an entirely new vehicle for the first time in decades. The Sf90 Stradale isn't a replacement for the hybrid LaFerrari, nor is it a spin-off from the fantastic F8 Tributo. Instead, it's a brand new mid-engine plug-in hybrid GT supercar that ranks alongside the 812 Superfast despite vastly outperforming it in terms of performance. Ferrari understands when not to tamper with a good thing. The Sf90 Stradale went on sale in 2020, but Ferrari has kept the 2021 model year untouched, except for the inclusion of convertible Sf90 Spider, which we'll look at separately. Let's check out the amazing features of this car. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. The exterior of the Sf90 Stradale. With a legacy of spectacular designs on display in the Ferrari Museum, it's tempting to expect nothing but gold from the brand that has graced bedroom walls and the top step of motorsport podiums for decades. However, in recent years, Maranello's in-house design staff has been hit or miss. The Sf90 Stradale, on the other hand, is a home run hammered right out of the park and maybe directly into the stratosphere, already piling up design honors just months after its public debut. The tight creases and precise line work of the streamlined design are complemented by a triple strake LED daytime running lights integrated into the finely designed boomerang LED headlights. The side profile is even more eye-catching, with a conventional mid-engine design and big gaping side intakes to consume enough air to keep a 769 HP V8 fed and cooled, while the glass house looks to be a separate design feature from the sheet metal. The magic happens in the back, with quad squared-off taillights, high-mounted dual exhaust outlets, and a large aerodynamic diffuser encased in the rear bumper. The Fiorano pack also has a more pronounced rear spoiler made of carbon fiber. The 20-inch forged alloy wheels are both gorgeous and functional, guiding airflow out of the wheel arc and into the path of the side air intakes. These can be replaced with a choice of 6 additional designs, including full carbon fiber 10-spoke wheels. The interior of the Sf90 Stradale. The Sf90 Stradale has made the bold engineering leap from analog to digital, not only in terms of powertrain, but also in terms of interior design, eschewing standard analog gauges in favor of a newly developed digital instrument cluster on a fully configurable 16-inch curved screen that also serves as infotainment. It takes center stage in a cabin that has flowing lines, a newly designed touch-sensitive steering wheel, push-button gear selectors made to look like an H-pattern manual box from the past, and supportive bucket seats upholstered in luxurious leather. The digital integration is complemented by a heads-up display, which, according to Ferrari, reduces the amount of time a driver spends looking anyplace else than the road ahead by 36%. The materials are sumptuous and exotic in equal measure, with leather, alcantara, and carbon fiber dominating, but the design and overall feel are unmistakably Ferrari. The sole drawback is that the electrical components limit the Grand Tourer's utility. Important safety features. While the standard equipment set may not be as extensive as that of the Mercedes S-Class, there is a decent amount of kit on board, including automatic LED matrix headlights, rain-sensing wipers, a rear-view camera, and reverse parking sensors. However, there is no blind spot monitoring or automated parking, and driver awareness detection is a fantasy. The standard airbag package contains the required dual front airbags. A road-going Ferrari, with 2 turbos thrown in for good measure. The Stradale is then outfitted with not 1, not 2, but 3 electric motors, giving it not only a brief all-electric range, but also an extra burst of power and an electric all-wheel drive system that activates at speeds of up to 130 miles per hour, after which the machine becomes a pure rear-wheel drive sports car. 0 to 62 miles per hour takes 2.5 seconds. The SF90 Stradale accelerates from 0 to 124 miles per hour in 6.7 seconds and has a top speed of 211 miles per hour when its legs are fully extended. The SF90 Stradale has established a new lap record time of 1 minute and 19 seconds around Ferrari's Fiorano test track, where a LaFerrari earned a lap time of 1 minute and 19.7 seconds. And the hardcore 488 Pista achieved a lap time of 1 minute 21 seconds. What else could you expect from the most powerful series production Ferrari ever built? Transmission and engine. The SF90 Stradale is constructed around a mid-engine architecture that houses a 3.99-liter V8 engine with 2 turbochargers that produces 769 horsepower and 590 pounds-per-foot of torque, the most powerful 8-cylinder to ever wear a prancing horse logo. The engine is mated to a new 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission that weighs 22 pounds less than the previous 7-speed one. The inclusion of the 3 electric motors, 2 situated up front, 1 per wheel, is the major news, with the 2 capable of driving the SF90 at speeds of 84 miles per hour. The all-electric range, however, is less than 10 miles. The 3rd motor is attached between the engine and transmission, reducing turbo lag and allowing a full 1000 CV, or 986 horsepower, to be routed to the road surface solely through the rear wheels. In terms of performance, the powertrain is thunderous at full throttle, combining the lag-free characteristics of a Ferrari V8 with the torque-filling ability of electrification. It's not as crisp as a naturally aspirated V12 like the one found in the LaFerrari, but the human brain is unlikely to notice enough of a difference to be bothered. The gearbox is quick, shifting cogs in just 200 milliseconds, so pressing the throttle from a standstill results in an endless flow of performance with almost no interruption. It also sounds wonderful, not quite as musical as Maranello's old NA V8s, but still howling strongly as the revs rise. However, it is not always a symphony, and upon startup or while driving in e-drive or hybrid mode, there is only the faint whir of electrons. It's strange, even unnerving, that a Ferrari can be this quiet while producing nearly 1000 horsepower. Impressions of handling and driving. A Jekyll and Hyde personality is unlikely to be associated with a Ferrari badged vehicle, yet even that doesn't adequately depict the SF90 Stradale's deceitful nature. In EV mode, it starts silently and happily behaves like a Chevrolet Bolt at city speeds. When you step on the throttle in a more aggressive mode, there's plenty of pace and comfort, the quintessential Grand Tourer precisely as it's meant to be. The suspension is supple and the steering is precise, but not overly so, which is excellent for Ferrari's first electric-powered assistance system. And the overall levels of comfort are well beyond what one would anticipate from a car with this much power. In rainy conditions, the SF90's all-electric wheel drive technology allows it to be easily managed and is unlikely to spit you out when driven in partial anger. However, the new Imanitino drive selection, when set to performance or qualifying, unleashes visceral performance. The handling is sharpened, the chassis is tightened, and the Stradale sheds its GT skin in favor of behavior suitable of a hypercar. It does not, however, perform like past Ferrari hypercars, and the drive at the front axle produces the sense of being tugged around turns rather than being shoved from behind. Hardly typical Ferrari behavior. It's unsettling yet enthralling, and when entering a corner, the actual torque vectoring enabled by the electric motor means handling is crisper than ever. The brakes deserve recognition as well, as they provide adequate feedback despite the high level of energy regeneration incorporated into their operation. Ferraris aren't known for their braking feel and feedback, but the SF90's large 15.7-inch front and 14.2-inch rear brakes are impressive, bringing the car to a halt from 62 miles per hour in just 96.7 feet. The SF90 Stradale feels as nimble as an F8 Tributo or Portofino on tight winding roads or open flowing mountain passes, but it has capabilities much beyond what either of those has. It's approachable performance the likes of which we haven't seen from the brand previously. What is the cost of the Ferrari Sf90 Stradale? Well, sit down, take a cup of espresso, and have the paramedics ready to jumpstart your financial advisor's heart, since adding the Sf90 Stradale to your collection of exotics will cost you back $625,000 before destination charges and any of the several options you're likely to select. Pricing for those extras has yet to be announced, but we wouldn't be surprised if a lot of buyers spend more than $750K for a final product. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like, and leave a comment saying I subscribed, and I will personally reply to your comments. Thanks.